All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our pre-market watch list with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I'm not going to hold you too long so you can get back to doing what you were doing. But let's just take a look at some charts. First chart we have up here is Theta. So Theta has fallen out of the consolidation zone and has chosen to drop below the Kumo cloud and is deepening the corrective mode that it is in. It's still in a bull market as of right now. We'll see if it can hold on, but we do have a crash alert forming for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Next, we have ZEC or Zcash. You can see how it too has fallen below the Kumo cloud and is gunning for the 52-week lows. So that's what happens when you have these formations break down the way they're doing. You're still in a locked in bear market here. And that has not changed. And the acceleration to the downside is moving forward. This is why stop losses are so important. XRP Ripple also falling below the Kumo cloud, and this bearish trend momentum reading is still intact, and you are deepening the corrective phase. You've taken out the prior key support levels. Now you're gunning for the next one here at 35 cents. Next, we have silver. So silver just exploded on Friday, hitting a new 52-week high, just short of $30. And no pullback in sight, folks, or correction. So it's been very difficult for people to jump in and capture any of this. So I get it. And guess what? We see continuation to start off Sunday night into Monday, more rallying. With the Dow, it has fallen below the Kumo cloud. The correction is deepening in your Dow. It is now technically in a free fall status. Okay. So we anticipate that the market is going to get really deep in its corrective phase. Next up is your NASDAQ. It hasn't done what the Dow has done. It's just hugging the top of the Kumo cloud support, moving in a sideways channel and trying to decide if it wants to go the way of the Dow or do the opposite. Next up is gold. Gold also exploded on Friday for a new 52-week high and a new all-time high, breaking that $24 handle. $2,400 handle on its way to $2,500 now. No pullback, no correction in sight, and we expect continuation to start things off. For the week, E-mini S&P 500 is also inching closer. It stopped short here at the top of the Kumo cloud support, but it has put itself in position to deepen its correction as well. Crude oil has a bearish trend momentum reading, but no downside production as yet. Waiting to see that consolidation, end. And once that happens, we'll see if the market is going to break out or break down. But for right now, the market's still consolidated, but we got to call it lower because of the bearish trend momentum reading. Next, we have the euro. Just like I've been warning about, it's dropped out of the Kumo cloud. It's in free fall status. This bearish negative bot check is now playing out with that down surge that we were warning about. Next is the pound sterling. Likewise, you had that negative bot check, and the market is starting now to break down into free fall status, just like we warned about. Next up is your Aussie. The Aussie also fell with them. You would think that the Aussie would be getting more help from gold, but it's proving itself to still be in a bear market, and it's in a wide consolidation pattern range with a bullish trend momentum reading. So all the bullish trend momentum reading is doing is keeping the market afloat, but it's in this wide range and just cannot get its act together. Next, we have the Russell also coming down, except for this one came and touched the bottom of the Kumo cloud support. So 2K is the psychological support now for the Russell to break. Once it breaks that, then it can go into official free fall status and join the Dow. Next up, we have Ethereum also stopping short at the bottom of the Kumo Cloud support at 3K. And this is on the futures. So we believe that the market is in a very wide trading range. The bullish trend momentum reading still intact. The bull market is still very much intact. I saw the Ethereum on the cash market. Looks like I think it hit 28 over the weekend, 2,800. So that's a gap. So this market may gap below the Kumo Cloud, depending on where we are around the open time, and it may, do that and then come back up. So we'll see what happens, but we still have a locked-in bull market for the Ethereum futures. Bitcoin futures, same thing, still in a locked-in bull market and a very wide consolidation pattern like Ethereum. But we're still locked in bull market. So you're still searching for buying opportunities at this point. But this bearish trend momentum reading has come into play for Bitcoin, and therefore we're expecting the market to continue to pull back to the top of the Kumo Cloud. So this one, a little bit different than the Ethereum. You have you're in a corrective mode. You just haven't done too much damage as of yet. You're still in a bull market. You still have the bullish trend momentum reading. You're still locked in until this bearish trend momentum reading came in. Normally, you would say, okay, we have a short-term top in place, which technically we do now. But because of the wide trading range, we got to call the market lower, but it's not really in a place where it's breaking the support, which is right here. Hasn't broken the support. So we're still saying, okay, the market's lower. We expect it to come down here and test the support maybe, but you still have the bull trend in place. You just lost your momentum. So once you lose momentum in a powerful trend, you still have to call it lower. And that's what has happened here. You've lost the momentum. It can relock in at any moment. The bull market can reclaim the price action, but it hasn't done so as of yet. So that's something that we're watching right now. All right, US dollar index powered up like I warned you that it would. And that's what we have here. We had that breakout. You broke into the 106 handle, which is what I was concerned about for you dollar bears. Now we're gunning. The next upside target is this 108, folks. So I did tell you that this was going to come. This was going to happen. And that's exactly what's happening right now. All right. So you got to think about it. Got to think about it. And to answer your question, yes, there was a pullback on Friday in several of these markets. Yep, absolutely. All right. So this is what's going on, folks. So expect more downside to come here. We'll see how things play out. Once the markets open at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time, that's when we'll get a better idea of what's about to transpire. But don't try to overthink it. Let the markets come to you and just be disciplined. And the reports are out, so you can go ahead and get your trade tickets ready. So you'll be ready when the market opens this evening. All right. So with that, I have not changed anything in the portfolio. What I ended with on the week, I still have. And I'll be looking to possibly add to some positions. What I typically like to do is wait for when I have rally and crash alerts of some type. You can jump on when the market is locked in trend because you don't know where it's going to stop for pullback. It's just more risky to do so. That's why it's better to get in when you first get an alert. That way you're in at the most pristine time and price, and you don't have to chase the market, and you can ride out pullbacks and corrections, because at that point you're literally playing with the house's money because the market has moved deeply into your favor. So I would caution on that status. Anyone who's on the sidelines flat, If you're looking for opportunities, you will find them on the alerts. If it says rally alert or crash alert, you're gonna want to jump on that. Okay, that's how that works. All right, so be patient. Wait for your trades to come, and they will come. All right, always live the trade another day. You don't have to chase the market. Okay, and with that being said, remember the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.